Hello! Welcome to Miss Strawberry Makes, a crafty podcast about knitting, crocheting, sewing, and any other crafty shenanigans that I get up to. I am Michelle, aka Miss Strawberry Short Girl on Instagram. Yeah, I think that's all I'm supposed to say at the beginning. Well, how are you? I hope you're well. Getting one of these out there before it's been too long. It's only been a few weeks since my last one, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so I've been, excuse me, sir. I'm being attacked. I've been pretty productive in the whole crafty side of things, so I thought I'd just pop on and show you what I've been making. So I did finish off that cone of dishcloth yarn, so it's just that cotton peaches and cream yarn. It ended up making almost 11 washcloths, so I was like just this shy of one. Oh, this is Alfie, in case you don't know. He's my hairy baby. Let me think. Ooh, I thought I was gonna knock that over. So I have these. I need to weave in the ends of them, but let me see if I can show you how close that one was to being. Oh yeah, here we go. So look at this, is supposed to be, you know, a corner. So it got about that far and we ran out of yarn. So I mean, it's still really usable. I'll just use it myself. But yeah, got quite a bit of those done. I've given a few away. I've got to give away a couple more. Had some friends and relations who wanted them. So yeah. If you want to hear more about those, go ahead and check the last episode. I talked a bit more about them. So that is one finished object. I guess I'm just jumping in with the finished objects. You'd think I would know what I'm doing better now. I always feel awkward shattering at the beginning. I don't know what to tell you. So we'll just jump right in because I don't know what else to do. Oh, today is Saturday, August 7th. Yes, 7th. So yesterday was my nephew James's birthday. Today we had a birthday party for my cousin's daughter who is 16. I cannot believe that because I'm pretty sure she was just born yesterday, but time has this funny way of marching on. Yeah, so that was fun to see the fam. Okay, so I am going to show you, I made a couple of shawls, smaller shawls. I'm really excited about these. They knit up so quickly because I was so excited about them, and they both just take one skein. So first is the Sherbet Fizz shawl by Ambah O'Brien. Actually, these are both by Ambah O'Brien. So yeah, she makes good patterns. Go check it out. So here is this one, the Sherbet Fizz, Sherbet, and it is a dream. I love it. I can't wait till it cools off and I actually need some coziness, because right now, you know, August, and I'm in Illinois in the United States, and it gets quite toasty in the summer. I think it's in the 80s today. So yeah, I just adore it. It's nice worn this way. It's nice worn like an actual shawl. It is just really, really pretty. I love it so much. And I can see myself getting a lot of use out of it. So it is knit out of Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit yarns, Liberty Love, and Michelle Green. So this is me if I were a yarn, apparently. So I just love it. I don't know what all to say about it. just that I love it and it's amazing and I want to make so many more. Actually, one plan I do have for the fall coming up here is to knit one. Actually, I'll just grab the yarn and show you. Let me grab it. Come here. So I showed you, I shouldn't talk when I'm off camera. I can always cut that bit out if I need to, sorry. I showed you this fabric last time that I got to make a dress. So I'm waiting to make it until I lose a few pounds because my normal dress I make with the fitted bodice and like full skirt doesn't fit right now, and I don't really want to make it any bigger because I actually have thyroid disease, so my weight does tend to fluctuate sometimes, and I have just had a dose increase, so usually when that happens I have an easier time losing weight because I mean I don't know why I'm talking about this, probably don't care, but I have been trying to slim and it's been really slow going, so I'm hoping now that I got my dose increase that it should happen a lot faster and that hopefully I can wear my dresses by the fall, because I have one that is like fall fabric. Most of them are more like springy fabrics because that's what I tend to like, but one is fall with little pumpkins and squirrels and fun things like that, and then I actually do have a Christmas one as well with poinsettias, and I have a Christmas one cut out with cute little snowmen that I want to sew. So all that to say, I want to make this fabric into that dress. This I might make a project bag out of. Wouldn't that be fun to have a fall project bag? Actually, I've got enough. I could probably make a couple few, so maybe if I get ambitious enough, I could even pop some into my old Miss Strawberry Makes Etsy shop, which I haven't used much lately. Oh, also, I got new glasses. They're quite large, and I'm having a little trouble getting used to them because the lenses are so big, and my prescription is so bad. Like, look how thick they are, and I even got like the thinner lenses. I'm still kind of a little googly eyed, like when I was walking I was like trying not to like fall up the steps, you know. But I know the prescription's right because I got contacts in the same prescription and I could see beautifully with those. It's just different with glasses, you know. I don't know why. Anyway, I like them. They remind me of the glasses I had in grade school, which is weird to want glasses that you had in grade school when you're in your 30s, but whatever. Nostalgia is everything, right? So anyway, I like them a lot. I actually got two pairs. One is like black cat eye glasses, which are pretty extra, but I like those too. If you like it, wear it. Like, who's gonna stop you? By the time you're in your 30s, you just really don't care what people think anymore. Well, did I ever care what people think? I don't know. But you care even less the older you get. So anyway, let's rewind to the Sherbet Fizz shawl by Ambah O'Brien. So I have these lovely Fjord Fibers yarns. Now these are not superwash. These are Norwegian wool. So it's 80% wool, 20% polyester, and it's a nice plump fingering weight. So this one is Epelkake. Anyway, it's apple pie in Norwegian, I'd imagine. But isn't that beautiful? So I don't know if I'll do it in this. Alfie, no, he's scratching my couch and he has a scratching post right here. Alfie, cease and desist. What am I to do with him? Actually, I saw this really cute, you know, those cat jungle gyms they have. Alfie, stop. Maybe if he had one of those, he wouldn't scratch so bad. Who am I kidding? He'd still do it. But I'm gonna throw a pillow at him. Just one moment. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, so this one's apple pie, and then I got these last year, I think, or maybe the year before. I think it was last year. This one's Toasted Marshmallow. Look at all that wonderful pink, and then like the kind of burnt pink. I don't know if that's what you would call it. I love that. And then this one is very fall. It's Spiced Pumpkin. So this would make the perfect shawl to go with this. Wouldn't that be amazing? Out of this pattern. But I'm actually halfway tempted to do one of these with more pink in it. But I think I'll just embrace the full-on fall thing. Stop it, mister. So anyway, I think I would rather make these into something more like a shawl, because they are a little scratchy, but I actually don't mind a little bit of scratchy. I actually kind of like it to feel like wool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love super soft merino and alpaca and all those lovely, delightful things, but I also like it to feel a little more real and earthy. Like, it's almost kind of comforting to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. But these are just beautiful, and I think this one will be a Sherbet Fizz. I always say sherbet because I'm from the Midwest, and we love R's in the Midwest. But I think it's sherbet, because there's no R. It's not Bert, it's Bet. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's a plan. So this is just all mixed up. Finished objects, plans, works in progress. We're just gonna do it all. So that is all I think I have to say about that. You should make this pattern. It's beautiful and I love it. Okay, the other Ambah O'Brien pattern I made is the Lutana, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, the Lutana Shawlette. So let me show this one to you. This is made out of like the fine merino lace yarn. So like the merino mohair, I mean, like the fluffy mohair yarn. So this, so see, it gets spindly on the edges, a little bit of width in the middle, and then a big old ruffle on the end. So let me try that on for you. Actually, I did a little video I could pop in of it. I probably will. Let me just show you this real quick. So this is my favorite way to wear it. Ooh, actually it would go nicely with this shirt. So it's just so fluffy and wonderful. Isn't that just the cutest thing? I love it. So I will pop in that little video here. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the video. But yeah, what can I say about this? It too just took one skein. Didn't even use the whole skein. Neither of these two shawls used the whole skein. There was little bitty bits of them left, which is always very much more comfortable to me to have a little bit left than to be like, ah, is it gonna make it? But it did indeed make it. And this yarn is dyed by Wild Rose Yarn. Lovely Michelle, another Michelle. Michelle's Unite. So it's very simple and it was pretty quick to make. I've realized I actually do not fully enjoy knitting lace weight mohair yarn. It's like knitting spider web, and if you drop a stitch or a few stitches, it can be really nerve-wracking and stressful. Alfie wants out. He's scratching at the door. I might let him out, or I might torture him and make him stay in here with me. But now he is scratching the mirror. He can see himself in the mirror. I don't know why I'm giving you the 411 on what Alfie's doing, but anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I've realized that I don't know if I fully enjoy knitting mohair lace weight yarn on its own. It's not very comfortable, but the end result is worth it. So I don't hate it like I do it, but it's just not as enjoyable as like a regular wool yarn, like even fingering weight, where it's got a little bit more oomph to it. So I do have a couple of that baby Surrey alpaca lace weight yarn that I want to try this with. It's a little more substantial, so I'm hoping it'll have enough yardage or meterage to do this pattern. I'm hoping, because I think that would be just a dream knitting that. And I have some really pretty ones by Wild Rose Yarns. Actually, I'll just show them to you. Let me grab them. So sorry, I am not very organized today, but I could just snip out all those bits of me popping up to go get them, and you wouldn't even know that I'm disorganized. But I'll probably just leave it all together, because who cares? So anyway, these are two I have. Let's see, they are baby Surrey alpaca and silk. These are approximately 300 meters. So, but look at these. Just look at those. And they are actually even softer than mohair. Like mohair has a little bit of, like, it's super soft, but it's got a little bit of like a scritch, scritch, scritch to it. But the Surrey baby alpaca, not at all. It's like butter. It's wonderful. I love it. But anyway, how pretty would this be as one of these? This is really similar colors to this, so I don't know if I'd want two of the same, although I could make a gift out of that one. Like my mom would probably really like that, or one of my sisters. But this, oof, I want this to be this. So what are your thoughts on the mohair? Do you enjoy knitting it by itself? Like I love knitting it with fingering weight yarn, like in the Whitmore by Amy Loudon. I adore that. Like that is probably my favorite thing to do. And it's like, I don't know if it's still all the rage, but it was all the rage, at least for a while here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like not substantial enough. Like it's just hard. I don't know. Anyway, but overall happy, like extremely happy with the outcome of this. I didn't even block this because it just laid so nicely. I didn't even need to. So I'm gonna take a sip of tea because my throat's getting dry from talking so much. This tea is really good. It's black tea with lavender in it too, and I got it at Biltmore Estate when I went there this spring with my friend Gus. We had a fun little trip out to North Carolina. I keep forgetting if it's north or south. I'm pretty sure it was North Carolina. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was a really fun little trip, and I love lavender. It's my favorite of everything. So those are my finished objects. So next I will show you my current work in progress, which is a crochet project. I am making the Painted Roses blanket by Sandra Paul of Cherry Heart, and I'm doing the stoned washed version, and I'm doing the blue one. So using I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's either sheep sheepies or sheepies, stonewashed. And the main color is Amazonite. Actually, I want, like, if you want to know the colors, buy Sandra Paul's pattern. That's what you should do, because then you can make your own. But anyway, so I did have to swap out one of the colors, and this is slightly different from what I told you last time too. I couldn't get one of the greens, so I swapped it out for a different green. So for my second green, I'm gonna be using New Jade, which is really pretty. So so currently I am making a bunch of the first square. So this is the square. Isn't that just delightful? Like, look at how the inner petals are like loose. They're like, so it's almost got like a 3D effect going on. I just love this. Oh, I just love it so much. And this yarn is really, really nice and soft, but substantial too. So it'll be nice for a blanket. So it is 78% cotton and 22% acrylic. So I've been doing it where I do just like a bunch of middles and weave in the ends, and then add the next color and weave in the ends, and then add in the next color and weave in the ends. So like 12 at a time. So I did 12 yellow middles. Well, technically the first two squares I just did straight up, like going from one color to the next. But for some reason, for me, it's easier if I do like a batch of the middles and then weave in the ends, and then add the dark pink and then weave in the ends, you know, for all 12. And I think I need 48 altogether. So that's, you know, like I'll be a quarter of the way done each time. And weaving in the ends as I get done is going to be the way to go. So see, like I just added the blue to this. So I just have the blue ends to weave in. So I think that should make it much less overwhelming overall. So as it's getting cold, I should drink it up. I always get a tickle in my throat when I do this. I must not talk this much normally. Okay, so, and then I was going to do this color on the second squares in place of the darker pink. This is Carnelian, and I love this. And here, I'll show you what it looked like. So see, here's what the second square looked like with the red and with the New Jade for the green. And you know, it's got the turquoise middles, which it's supposed to have. However, while I love this, it's gonna completely change the overall look of the blanket when you put those together. Like, they're nice together, I like it, but it's gonna overall bring the whole tone down, like more primary instead of pastel, if that makes sense. Although, I mean, this is not a pastel color, this is bright pink. But you know what I mean? It'll go more red than pink, and I want it to stay more just like blue and pink. So I made 2 of these. I'm not gonna unravel them right now. I'm gonna keep them as is, because who knows, maybe I'll make something. Like, I have red in my kitchen, so I could almost even do something, I don't know what, but something with them there. If I end up needing these yarns, then I might rip them back and change them, but we'll see. So I went ahead and ordered more of the dark pink, because basically the second squares, you switch these, so it's light pink in the middle, dark pink on the outside, and then the different green for the leaves and the turquoise middles instead of the yellow. So that will be quite cute, I think. So then really the only change will be the green. That will be different from the original colors Sandra picked out. So should be good. I think I'm gonna like it. I'm already dreaming of another one because that is what I do. So currently my lovecrafts.com cart is filled with more of this yarn, but I want to do it in all pastels. So, and the border color in yellow. So I want to do basically, where's that other one? Was I gonna do this? At least these. It looks like baby, I know, but that's what I like. Baby colors apparently. Maybe with the green too. But with this yellow as the border, like the main. So maybe have this yellow as the middles and the border, and then so leaves. I won't need both of these then. Like petal. What will I do with blue? I'll think it through. I should probably finish the blanket I'm working on before planning the next one, but you know, it's what we do. So that is all I'm working on currently, because since a blanket is such a big project, I have to be like all in on it while I'm excited about it. Otherwise, I'm very likely to be like, you know what? I'm not that excited about that anymore. I think I might work on something else. And then it might not ever get done. I know myself. So that's why I'm all in on that right now. And I am still really enjoying it. So I'm going to finish up those 12 squares that I'm doing, and then I'll switch to the square B and do 12 of those, and then I'll go back, and then I'll go back, and then I'll join them together and I'll be done. So it should be great. So that is about all I have for you guys today. I hope you are well. I think I already said that, but I really do hope you're well. My birthday is coming up. I'm gonna be 35. That's old. I don't feel that old. Anyway, don't know why I told you that. But I think that's all I want to tell you guys today. So happy making. Bye.
Okay, it's a contest. Go. Slash and better than me. Yeah.
Coming out of the starting gate is Michelle, but me must quickly appreciate not to be outdone. Me must coming from behind. Too much pressure. We'll pan over to Papa. He's on his phone. Hey, Pops. He's gonna be famous on the video too. Yeah. You're actually, the colors you're watching look good together next to each other. They coordinate. And your Mima's shirt, that color's kind of